All right. Welcome back to Browns franchise here on Madden 24. We beat the Buccaneers last week, 46-22. We have some week wheel awards here. We got Player of the Week for our quarterback, even though he was sacked 6 times. Um, threw for a lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns. We are in the bye week here. I think I'm going to go with the experience boost at the cost of the stamina. Less stamina, but that's going to be 500 XP for everybody. That pretty much does it for the bye week. Not a whole lot there. I'll advance the week here. Taking a little while to advance the week here. As at times the game has been running a little slow. Not really sure what that's about, but and we're taking on the 2-7 Raiders, which means we might be in a position to win and get to 3-7. We are pretty much out of the playoff picture, but we're not technically out yet. If we went on a big run, we might be able to sneak into a wild card spot, but we'd have to go on a big run. I mean, it would be insane. There's no way we're one loss the whole rest of the season pretty much puts us out of it. So as the game is running a little slow here. It's having some issues. I don't think it's frozen up. I think it's just being slow. Trying to do this focus players here for scouting, and it for no reason should be taking this long. But we're gonna wait. We're gonna see if it loads here before we just quit out and try to start over. I'll give it another few seconds here if it doesn't load. There it goes. See? I mean, it's being slow, and I'm on the Series S, so don't know if that's. Got a left tackle here that looks pretty good. What pick do we have? I should have looked. I don't think we have our own pick. I think we do have a first round pick though. There's a lot of quarterbacks here. We're really not looking for a quarterback. And I don't think we could trade up for a lot of quarterbacks. Oh my. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 quarterbacks projected in the first round. And 1 projected round 1 to 2. So possibly 9 quarterbacks going in the first round. Not opposed to drafting a quarterback, but if we were, it would be a scrambling quarterback, and I really just don't think that's the way to go. Our guys played well. I think he's going to develop, so would really like to look at the defense here. We'll check out Gabe Baker. We'll get full information on him. He's got a finesse moves. Wouldn't mind another receiver. We'll check out Tresman Bowers. And we're going to check out one more player here. A power move, speed block. We'll check out Raphael Andrews. Those would be our 3 players. We'll get all those guys fully scouted. There's a prospect spotlight thing here as well. They want us to check out a free safety. And okay. George McDermott. Usually they don't suggest good players, so I'm not really concerned about that. We'll do our weekly strategy and get right into the game. They want us to do contain quarterback scramble. And I think I want to defend the short pass. And I think I want to go run inside. And we'll get Ethan Kilmer into practice here. That's a catch. Trying to get gold here. There was nobody open on that one, really. Trying to get gold here, trying to get a dev trade upgrade. Still don't think I've actually gotten one in practice yet. I think I did get one maybe in Lions franchise during training camp, but don't think I've gotten one yet in practice. As you know, we'll keep going here. Might be able to just barely get gold. Probably not now, though. That incompletion really doesn't help. Ringer with the catch. Down to the goal line. We're going to restart. Need that guy to come over the middle here. Ringer it is. Tried to get it over the middle, but didn't really work. Ringer gets the touchdown. I really don't like the deep throws because it seems like a lot of the time they're a little more well covered. Bell. If we can complete pretty much the rest of our passes, we might just be able to get gold. Maybe. That was a catch. Didn't look like it was gonna be. There's another catch. That gets us silver. That's an interception. Well, we're trying to get gold here. Kadarius Toney with the guy. I don't think Kadarius Toney had a single catch on that last attempt. If you get the short routes, it's a lot easier because you can get the multiplier up. But that's a pick. Okay, we're gonna restart here really quickly. And it really just depends on the routes they give you, how successful you're probably going to be on this. Also helps if you have good receivers, but we don't have the best receivers. Get it to Bell there. Nobody's open. We don't even get a throw off there. Might still be able to just sneak in gold here. That was knocked out. Okay, we're gonna have a much tougher time now. Ringer with a catch. Ringer with another catch. Down to the goal line. Somehow that's picked off. Taking a long time to get this done, but I really do want to get a gold here. Deflected. Picked off. We're gonna... Knocked out. And the problem we're having is they're just knocking the ball out. That just was... It says perfect accuracy. That could not possibly have been perfect accuracy. That looked like it bounced off of the offensive lineman. Ringer with a catch. Might still be in this if we can get the multiplier up. Maybe get a couple of touchdowns. Somehow that was picked off. And we're going to have to restart because there's no way we can get gold now. Really frustrating here. Just going to launch it deep because not really anybody was open. If we had our tight end during this drill, I would have done this already. He's our only good receiver. I don't like these routes. Really didn't like those routes. Only 200 points with 20... We need some short routes to really get the multiplier up. and they're just a lot of the time not giving them to us. Like this. These are all routes down the field. Like nothing is gonna get open on that. And it's like the same routes 3 times in a row. Somehow that was caught. We can still get this here. There's Bell with a touchdown. And our quarterback has such a slow release sometimes. Really makes it difficult. That's a drop. Now there's only 10 seconds left. Probably going to have to look deep down the field here to have any kind of a chance now. I think at this point I would just take silver. I think we're going to have to just take silver. This is taking too long. And hopefully that's no indication of how we play today. That is 500 XP though. And check out the injuries on the defense. Doesn't look like anyone was injured in practice. And the offense. Looks like everybody's going to be healthy. Which is good. We really can't afford to lose players to injury. We'll upgrade some guys here. Greg Newsom has an upgrade. We'll go slot. +1 change of direction, +1 speed, +1 man, +1 tackle. Really good upgrades there. Emerson, we're going to go man to man. +1 acceleration, +1 speed. Pierre Strong has an upgrade. He doesn't really see the field. I think he's like our 3rd running back. And probably going to upload this right after I play. So this can be up late tonight. It's already 12 a.m. So taking on the Raiders here. If we can win this, this will be our 3rd win in a row. And hopefully our defense can play as good as they played last week. We took on the Buccaneers last week, and their quarterback was Ryan Tannehill. So I'm going to kick off here. And they're just going to take a knee. Jimmy Garoppolo, 12 touchdowns, 8 picks. Not too impressive. It's always nice to have more touchdowns than interceptions, but they've got an X factor running back we've got to worry about today, and we're gonna sack Jimmy G immediately. Martin Emerson, who's back from injury this week, with the sack. We've got Myles Garrett up front. We've got Ed Oliver here. They're gonna run the ball. Picks up 4. It's actually going to be a screen here. And there's a flag right at the end of it. They're going to call a hold. It would be 4th and 1 if we declined it. I think they're going to punt the ball on 4th and 1, so we'll go ahead and decline the penalty. Ringer back deep to return. Just going to take it out to the 25. And this is a Thursday night game. Ethan Kilmer, who now has more touchdowns than interceptions, 25 touchdowns, 21 interceptions, is approaching 3,000 yards passing. I got Devon A-Chain in the backfield here. And just hand it off to him. He's going to get a big gain there. Maybe his biggest run as a Brown, possibly. And I think we're going to give it to him again. Another big run. He's got 2 runs for 39 yards already. I think we're going to go play action here. Going to look to throw to Bell, but that's incomplete. Defender had eyes in the back of his head. And I think we're actually going to run a draw here on 2nd down. I'm going to pick up 5. And I think we're actually going to run the ball on 3rd and 5. I would have been okay there if we hadn't gotten it with taking a field goal, but we get the 1st down. We're going to go play action again here and look to get it to Benson. Can't quite make the catch. Kind of threw it into a bit of a crowd there. Gonna go play action again here. Gonna throw it out to Kadarius Toney, who gets us to a 1st and goal at the 2. Kadarius Toney might get open here. I think I threw that a little too quickly. Knocked down at the line. Gonna throw it out to Ringer. Nobody really covered him, and the rookie Anthony Ringer has a touchdown. Dustin Hopkins will come on for the extra point. And we really didn't throw the ball much there, really just having success running the ball. Just one completion, I'm pretty sure, other than our touchdown there. Jeremiah Mosu Koromoa is back. We got him and Martin Emerson back this week. We've got a pretty good defense, especially after all those trades we made at the deadline. Just going to pick up 6 on the play, Josh Jacobs. That's a drop. And that's going to bring up 4th down. They've got a good punter. Obviously, if he has superstar development, he's probably one of the best punters in the league. Going to get it at 25 again. And I think we'll work to do what we did last time and run the ball. Going to get 4 there. I'd love to get Devon H in a big game where he could then get a depth trait scenario next week. But go inside zone again. It's 3rd and inches. Should be able to pick up the 1st down. 7 rushes for 68 yards already is pretty good. We can keep that up. And our offensive line is just getting a big push. Not much there, but still get 3. Going to look to throw it on this play. Just going to toss it to A-Chain out of the backfield. Going to bring up 3rd and 3. Going to run the ball again. We're going to get the 1st down. 9 rushes for 75 yards already. Can't really get anything going on that play. We're going to go no huddle here. We're going to go play action. Going to shift the formation here. Going to get it to Kadarius Toney. It's a 1st down. Going to get the ball to A-Chain again. And we're going to go play action here. We're just going to throw it to the end zone. Kadarius Toney with a touchdown. That will end the 1st quarter. And we're going to take a 14-0 lead. We've gone 75 yards twice already. Running the ball really well, which is setting up the play action passing. And I definitely don't want to be on a corner here. I want to be Selecting Ed Oliver. They're going to get 5 on that play. Jimmy Garoppolo's only thrown the ball 3 times. Jalen Phillips just shooting up the middle. Timed that really well for a user sack. I'll blitz on this play. I'll take Ed Oliver here. Not really able to get any pressure, and Garoppolo is able to complete that pass. Jimmy G getting sacked again. It's a loss of 7. They're just going to launch it up. Had a shot at the pick there. Don't think the receiver was ever going to catch up to that ball. They're going to throw a screen. Get some of it back. And they're going to punt the ball. We're going to let this bounce, hopefully into the end zone. And we're going to get the ball at the 20. Kadarius Toney, 4 targets, 3 receptions, 58 yards, and a touchdown. We're going to come out passing the ball here. I'm going to try to get it to Benson on the play action. He's wide open. They do catch up to him. He's down to the 34-yard line. And now we're going to run the ball. Trying to be pretty balanced today with the run and the pass. We get 6 on that one. Go RPO here. Just going to hand it off up the middle. Get the first down. A-Chain has 102 yards on 13 carries. Would like to get him a touchdown. If we just run it with him, we might be able to get him one. Only get a yard there. Don't particularly like this formation, but probably shouldn't have run no huddle then. I'm going to change it up a little bit here. Get a few more. I'll bring up a 3rd and 6. They want us to run the ball. We're suggesting that we could. We're going to fumble here. And it looks like the Raiders fell on it. So A-Chain, who was having a good game, did turn the ball over. That's the first turnover of the game for either team. And hopefully our defense can bail us out here, but not like that. Jimmy Garoppolo only actually has 2 incompletions so far. This is his 3rd incompletion. He's 5 for 8. But he's not making a lot of throws on 1st and 2nd down. Oh, that was a good play. Tried to pick it off there, and they got big yards. They're trying to get the ball out quickly. They ran that play before, I think, and it was incomplete because it was well covered, but it was open that time. They get it to the tight end again, and now Garoppolo's over 100 yards passing. It's going to take us to the 2-minute warning in the first half. We'll take Jerome Baker and blitz him here. And we're just giving him too much space on that play. And it's 1st and goal. They're going to launch it out to the back of the end zone. That's a touchdown. Hunter Renfro. We're going to get the ball with 1:26. Hopefully we can at least get into field goal range. 8 plays, 87 yards. After the fumble, I mean, they just started to get some momentum. Gonna get the ball at the 22. A-Chain, 108 yards. But did have the fumble. I mean, gonna throw it to Bell. He's open. Makes the catch at the 34. Gonna throw it up the seam to Benson. And we're gonna call a timeout. I think it probably would have taken a little too long to get up to the line there. And we had all 3 timeouts, so that's incomplete. Go play action crosser. Sometimes this gets open. A lot of the times it's that player on the inside there. We're going to actually go no huddle here. And we're going to run the ball. If we don't get it, we'll call a timeout. Get up to the 5-yard line here. I was looking for Benson there, and he got caught up at the line. Benson with a catch and gets into the end zone. I think he was tackled into the end zone on that one. Gonna kick the extra point here. And that's gonna make it 21-7. 19 seconds to go in the half. They're just gonna run the ball here. Look to take it to halftime. And I do think we get the ball to start the second half, so could look to extend our lead. Really just had a lot of success running the ball in the first half, and then I had that quick 2-minute drive there. We're going to defend the deep pass. Going to bring the ball out. Only get to the 19-yard line, but not horrible. I'm going to go play action to start this drive. We were in this play earlier and it was incomplete. Going to look to get it to Bell. That's just an inaccurate throw. Not really sure why that's an inaccurate throw, but it just is. Gonna get it to A-Chain. He gets away from somebody. And we've got 210 yards passing now, so we are gonna now look to run the ball. Hopefully no more fumbles as A-Chain picks up 7. We'll get Jerome Ford onto the field here. Let him run it once. Hopefully he can pick up a first down. He gets a nice block. Can't make anybody miss though. He gets 16 yards. We're gonna go play action again here. Just gonna check it down to Taysom Hill. He actually loses a yard, and we're gonna go no huddle here. Gonna take off up the middle. 8 yards by Ethan Kilmer. Gonna run the ball again here, and we get close to a first down. Gonna bring up 4th and 2. They want us to kick the field goal. I think we're actually gonna fake the field goal. And we're gonna run it with DTR. He doesn't look like he got there. Well, that was not a successful first drive, but don't regret the call. Regret maybe where I tried to run it. Maybe should have tried to take it a little more outside, but we're still up 14. They're going to hand it off and pick up a first down. Only 5 rushes for Josh Jacobs. That's a big run there. Down to the 20-yard line. We really can't give up plays like that and expect to be successful. They only get 2 on that play. Greg Newsome on the tackle. I'm going to blitz our safety here. Greg Newsome, the pass breakup. And we've got some excellent corners on this team. That game where we lost a lot to the Giants, they were pretty much all injured. And If you remember that one, we lost terribly. It's before we made some trades. So the Raiders take a field goal here. We're going to get the ball back. Up 21-10. Oh. Gonna launch it out to Benson. He's gonna tiptoe the sideline and pick up a few extra yards there. Garvin's out. He's not a guy that's gonna come into the game anyway, other than on special teams. Just gonna take. Oh, Ringer actually dropped the ball on that one. Was looking to just throw it underneath to Ringer, but he can't make the catch. Gonna run a halfback draw here. A-Chain gets 8. Would still like to get him a rushing touchdown. And we're a little bit closer there. He's got 149 yards rushing. But no touchdowns yet. He only gets 1 on that play. We're going to go play action here. We throw it. It's incomplete, but it looks like it might be roughing the passer. Flag came out right after I threw the ball. It's going to take us down to the 11. We can still get a first down at the 1. We're going to get 6 on that one. We like to just run it with A-Chain here and get him a touchdown. We get down to the 1. We can get a first down inside the 1. We'd have to pick up about a half a yard and still not get the touchdown. So we're actually going to lose 2 yards on the play. 4th and 3, we're just going to run the ball again. Hopefully we don't get stopped, and that's a touchdown. A-Chain runs it in on 4th down. Finally getting him a touchdown after all the yards he's gotten us today. We'll take a 28-10 lead. 9 plays, 80 yards. Let's see here. They had success running the ball on the last drive, and it looks like they're going to have some more. 8 rushes for 82 yards for Josh Jacobs. He's really just had a couple of big plays. Had a one really long run. Now he's getting another one. He's not in the zone. And I'm wondering what his zone ability is if he's... Now he's in the zone. Okay. Was wondering if maybe... And he's going to get another 8 yards. They've just been running at this drive and coming right down the field. But that's going to take us to the 4th quarter. And they may not have time to come back. We've been pretty balanced today. Over 200 yards passing, 185 yards rushing. And this is Raiders team is not a very good team. I mean, they have the same record as us. They're 2-7. This is a very winnable game. It's not like we're taking on the Eagles or although I do think we did beat the Eagles a couple of weeks ago. We're not taking on the Cowboys. We're not beating the Ravens yet. We haven't taken the ball away at all today either. We've forced no turnovers. We've just done well when we've had the ball. They've run that little screen pass a couple of times now. They're just going to hand it off. They don't get the first down. And it looks like they are going to go for it here. Wouldn't be surprised if they didn't just run the ball. They're actually going to go play action, and they're going to get the touchdown. Jacoby Myers. And they're looking to be back in this game. And get the ball back here. Gonna return it. Up to the 20. A-Chain, 26 rushes for 161 yards. And a touchdown. Their run defense just has not been good today. Kadarius Toney is injured. Hopefully that's nothing serious. As he looks like he's jogging off the field. So hopefully that doesn't mean anything. Go 5 wide here. Check it down to A-Chain. Almost picked off. That would have been a disaster. We're going to go halfback draw here. Just try to get the 4 yards for the first down. He's going to get tackled from behind, and it's going to bring up 4th and inches. And Kadarius Toney has a dislocated shoulder. I think we have to punt the ball here. We have a good punter. And I just think we have to punt the ball there. If we go for it and we don't get it, we're giving them points, right? We'd still be ahead here, even if they do score. We haven't done much to stop them the last couple of times they've had the ball. Garoppolo can't get a good pass away there. A lot of pressure. Pass well defended there. We're going to bring a nickel blitz here. Emerson's going to be blitzing. That's just a totally inaccurate pass. It's going to bring up 4th down. They're going to go for it. Guess with 6 minutes left, down 2 scores, they might think they kind of have to. And they're actually going to get the first down. Had a chance to get off the field, and they throw it to Michael Mayer, and he gets the first down. Ed Oliver with a sack. Loss at 10 by the Raiders. I believe that is the first sack today for Ed Oliver, as he's been a great addition to this team. Denzel Ward knocks the ball out on that pass. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 20. Wonder if they'd go for it on a 4th and 20. And he's going to get sacked again. That's Martin Emerson with his 2nd sack of the game. And it looks like they're going to go for it on 4th and 33. And they're going to launch it deep, and Denzel Ward knocks the ball down. And with 4 minutes left, we're going to get the ball at the 28-yard line. Basically gifting us points. At the very least, we can get a field goal here as long as we don't turn the ball over. Would love to get a touchdown here. Really just put the game away. Benson with the catch, and he's going to get into the end zone. Trevon Benson. We're going to kick the extra point. As much as I like going for 2. Sometimes. 2 plays, 29 yards. Jacoby Myers is injured on the play. He's jogging off the field. And it's great to win today, but we might lose Kadarius Toney with a dislocated shoulder, I think it said. Hopefully he's not out too long. We're past the trade deadline, so we can't sign anybody else to replace him. We could look to free agency. See if there's maybe an aging receiver who we could pick up, but we may not have the cap room. If we do, we might look to do that if he's going to be out for too long. Jimmy G just launches it out of bounds deep, and now they're going to go for it on 4th down again. And if they don't get it, the score could get out of hand. He's hit as he throws. They're going to actually pick up the first down. Pressure got there a little too late. We're leaving guys wide open here. They're going no huddle. They're probably going to kick an onside kick here if they get this touchdown. And that's what we want. We want completed passes, short passes to just run the clock out here. We would like them to not score before the 2-minute warning. And this video will be up as soon as I'm finished recording it here. And we're actually tomorrow might try to get up an NCAA 08 Dynasty video. The game is supposed to be delivered tomorrow. Hopefully it actually is. If it is, I'll try to get that video up. NCAA 08 Dynasty. Haven't decided what team I'm going to play as yet. Had a vote for Iowa State. But if they're really good in the game, I don't want to play as them and make it too easy. So if they're pretty bad, that's going to be the team, but we'll just have to wait and see. They're going to call a timeout here. I'm fine with running this a few times, and if we don't get a first down, punting the ball. Because they are still down 2 scores. And we're going to get the first down. Devon A-Chain. They're now out of timeouts. We're going to keep running it here just because we might be able to get another touchdown. We're going to run a bubble screen. Have not actually thrown the bubble all day, I don't think. Bell with a catch. It's actually going to go down as a catch. It was a forward pass. We're going to go no huddle here. Halfback draw. Trying to get A-Chain another touchdown here. He might actually be able to get 200 yards if he can get into the end zone. There's a flag on the play. Right. They're actually going to get called for offsides. I don't know that I've ever seen the CPU get called offsides. They're out of timeouts, and I would not call a timeout here even if we don't score. We do get into the end zone. Able to power through the tackle. Devon A-Chain, his second touchdown of the day. I'm going for 2. At this point, it does not matter, but there's a pass to Ringer. That makes it 43-24. I'm all for going for 2 at the end of the game when we're running up the score anyway. And hopefully they don't score here. Hopefully we don't give up a big play. They're going to go play action. We're actually going to blitz the safety. They're going to come up and try to run another play. They're going to get sacked again. And that's going to end the game. We had a lot of sacks today, I think, so. Had a really good game. Again, against a team that we should probably be beating. That is like us, 2-7. Ethan Kilmer, 15-24. 287, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, had a long of 46. Garoppolo had 3 touchdowns, no interceptions for Garoppolo. Again, we didn't force a turnover in this game. Rushing, A-Chain had 36 rushes, which is a lot of attempts. For 198, had 5.5 yards per carry, which was less than Josh Jacobs' 10 yards per carry. 11 attempts for 111 yards. He had actually a long of 49. A-Chain only had a long of 24. Had more broken tackles. Did have a fumble. Jerome Ford got a carry. Kilmer scrambled once. Receiving, we're just going to look at our guys. Benson had 5 for 138. 2 touchdowns. Did drop the ball once. He had that long of 46. Kadarius Toney had 4 catches for 86 yards and a touchdown. Hopefully his injury doesn't have him out too long. We'll see after the game here. David Bell had 2 catches. Devon Achane had 2 catches. Taysom Hill had a catch for a loss of a yard. Anthony Ringer only 1 catch for 2 yards, but it was a touchdown. So, not too bad. Had a lot of tackles for loss today. A lot of guys with just 1. Jalen Phillips, Martin Emerson with 2. Sacks, Jalen Phillips had 2. Martin Emerson had 2. Ed Oliver had 1. Thornhill had 1. Patterson had 1. A couple of those came at the end of the game. No interceptions. No forced fumbles. One pass deflection that actually counted as a pass deflection for Greg Newsome, even though probably a couple that could have counted as a pass deflection. Couple of upgrades here. We have one for Devon Achane. And I think we're just going to go into elusive back. He's not really good at much else. David Patterson, we're going to go hybrid. Get his man coverage and his zone coverage up. His agility and his awareness go up. He was superstar X Factor out of the draft, so really glad we drafted him. He's been great. And we're going to take on the Ravens next week. They're 7-3, and this is really going to be our first big test since we've moved the team around a little and gotten a few other players. I did not look to see if Kadarius Toney is still hurt. He's actually not. He's not still injured, so the injury just kept him out of the rest of that game. That's going to do it for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.